In today's jam-packed show, the Bitcoin price may hit $27,000 all-time high by summer, predicts Tom Lee. In his most recent interview with Yahoo Finance just yesterday, he said, "We're really optimistic on crypto and Bitcoin this year." Fundstrat Global Advisors managing partner and head of research Tom Lee says, whenever Bitcoin breaks back into the 200-day moving average, its average 6-month gain is 197%. I'll be breaking this down in today's show. Also, in today's episode, crypto CEO says Bitcoin will hit a record high of $30,000 in 2020 for this reason, which I'll be breaking down. He's quoted saying, "I think Bitcoin ends the year with a new high. I estimated 30,000, but it's going to be somewhere between 20,000 and $30,000. So him and Tom Lee are both in agreement. Also, in today's episode, Bitcoin jumped 140% last time it registered this key symbol, and it's back once again. I'll be breaking this down in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall cryptocurrency market. As we can see, the bulls are back in control. All the major cryptos are back in the green. Where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Are we going to break that critical $9,500 resistance? Find out all this plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and click that bell icon to receive notifications of the latest premium crypto news as soon as it's released. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in tapping into OPM, other people's money, to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, click that link right below the video in the description. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and let's dive right into today's top story. Bitcoin is prime for average gains of almost 200% over the next 6 months. One of its best known supporters has told the mainstream media, speaking to Yahoo Finance just yesterday on February 4th, Tom Lee, co-founder of Fundstrat Global Advisors, said one bullish technical factor in particular made him really optimistic about Bitcoin's short-term potential. Here's what he quoted saying, "Notably in January is usually a weak month. It was a great month for Bitcoin, up 26%, but it also recovered its 200-day moving average," Lee explained. "That's a big deal, as you know. As anyone who's a trend follower knows, when you're back above your 200-day moving average, you're back in a bull market. Whenever the Bitcoin breaks back into its 200-day, its average 6-month gain is 197%. And taking a look at this tweet from Yahoo Finance, it is all right here, this 2-minute exclusive interview. I'll include it in the show notes below the video in the description for you to check it out. And taking a look at some of the replies to his tweet, Crypto Godfather wrote, "Thomas Lee says there's going to be a bull run every year." Big 50 wrote, "Buy #Bitcoin. And isn't that sexy, that new Bitcoin icon that they have here on crypto Twitter? It's about time. So thank you, Jack Dorsey." The 200-day moving average has traditionally represented a major area of resistance for markets. So Bitcoin's growth can beat 2019. Absolutely. Bitcoin, in fact, gained closer to 30% in January before continuing its growth to hit recent highs around 9,450. In fact, I saw Bitcoin climb as high as 9,600 before the bears took it back down. And if we take a look at the overall cryptocurrency market, we're about to retest that $9,600 resistance. Let's see what happens this time. The market looks prime, and it's that time. What are your thoughts? Drop me a comment right down below if you think Bitcoin is going to break the $9,500 to $9,600 resistance mark and continue climbing up. For some analysts, the crypto's most successful January since 2013 is a sign that its next long-term bull cycle is already beginning, and I second that thought. Lee also considered 2020 to have larger returns in store for Bitcoin investors than last year, despite 2019 delivering gains, which at one point crossed 300%. So take that into consideration. You know what I mean? If we surpass 300% and Bitcoin's currently trading above $9,000, that leads us to be above $27,000 per Bitcoin. Like many, Tom Lee highlighted May's block reward halving as the catalyst for Bitcoin's price expansion. Not only will the event reduce the new Bitcoin supply by 50%, it'll also take its inflation rate below that of both gold and the 2% inflation target of the United States Federal Reserve. And and taking a look at the block reward halving countdown, we have 96 days, 15 hours, 9 minutes, and 13 seconds left to go. And every day here on the show, we're going to be counting down to Bitcoin's third block reward halving to help bring awareness. And what you can do to help is share this video. A historically accurate price forecasting model, the stock to flow, predicts the halving will trigger a bull run to around $100,000 by the end of 2021. Woohoo! I can't wait for Bitcoin to hit 6 digits. How about yourself? Last month, Lee said the halving event was nonetheless not priced in. At the time before the moving average crossover, he said that he envisioned Bitcoin's 2020 gains topping out at 100%. And in other crypto news, crypto CEO says the Bitcoin price will hit a record high of $30,000 in 2020 for this reason. So the Bitcoin halving plus geopolitical demand drivers may push Bitcoin above its previous all-time high in 2020. The CEO of the crypto asset startup Celsius believes that the combo of the two could see the leading digital asset reach as high as $30,000 before the end of this year of 2020. Mashinsky says that most people are underestimating the impact of the halving. He takes the popular opinion that global political uncertainty makes the leading crypto asset increasingly popular, calling Bitcoin the doomsday insurance. He states, "I think that Bitcoin ends the year with a new high. I estimated $30,000, but it's going to be somewhere between $20,000 and $30,000. Mashinsky also commented that a bullish Bitcoin will likely drive the rest of the industry up too. And if you want to check out his prediction directly from the horse's mouth, check out the show notes below the video in the description, as I include this article resource with all this incredible information for you to tap into. Yet still no mass adoption for crypto. Although Mashinsky is bullish on the Bitcoin price, he does not believe simply setting a new all-time high will onboard new users. He comments of various issues still preventing mass adoption of crypto assets. Here's what he's quoted saying: "For mass adoption, we need to fix the user experience issue. We need to provide more utility, less volatility, more utility." And despite these issues, the Celsius CEO is optimistic about the industry's future. He comments on efforts being made by innovators to develop more intuitive blockchain applications and states that once the user experience is there, the users themselves will follow. So this is pretty cool for both Tom Lee and this crypto CEO to both be predicting new all-time highs in 2020 for Bitcoin. What are your thoughts? Do you think it'll happen? Drop me a comment right down below. And checking out the rest of the top cryptocurrencies, we can see many of them are in the deep forest green, up over 5%. Ethereum trading at $196, up 6%. XRP up a whopping almost 9%, trading at 27 cents. BCH up 11%, trading at $421. BSV up 6%, trading at $285. Miss Litecoin, I call this Bitcoin's little sister, one of the original forks of Bitcoin, up 5%, trading at $71. BNB up 5%, trading at $18.94. All the major cryptos are back in the green and pumping, and it's a beautiful thing. And in other crypto news, Bitcoin jumped 140% last time it registered this key symbol, and guess what? It's back once again. Since the start of this year, Bitcoin has seen its price explode higher. Year to date, the leading crypto has posted a gain of nearly 30%, surging from the 7,000s to 9,250 in a few weeks' time. This seemingly marks a decisive end to the 50% downtrend that plagued Bitcoin throughout the second half of 2019. For positive technical signals have been flashing over the past few days, implying further reversal, some say. Cryptocurrency trader Brent, or Blockchain Blitz, recently noted that Bitcoin's daily chart just registered a key technical signal. The 50-day moving average just crossed above the 100-day moving average, creating a bull cross formation. He notes that in the past 8 times this technical signal was seen since 2014, a rip upward followed. Indeed, News BTC's own analysis of this specific moving average cross found that it took place last when Bitcoin was at 5,800 in early 2019 and proceeded 140% move higher. There are also other historical instances Brent pointed to in his chart. Taking a look at his tweet here on crypto Twitter, he wrote, "Golden cross on the one-day chart today for Bitcoin. Historically speaking, from 2014, 7 times out of the 8 this happened, a rip upward followed." And that's far from the only technical signal to have recently suggested Bitcoin's rally is just starting. Trader coiner Yadox earlier this week gave a confluence of 25 factors why Bitcoin may restart a bull trend. Yeah, we're not making this up. 25. And some of those factors are as follows. Bitcoin recently took the monthly price support of the key 21-month exponential moving average, then closed above the 10-month exponential moving average. Bitcoin's weekly relative strength index, which is the RSI, recently moved above the key 55 range, which has historically been an inflection point for the market. When the RSI is above 55, Bitcoin is technically in a bull market, and the leading crypto has moved above the 200-day moving average. Yadox said that this is a sign of a bull market, and Fundstrat's Tom Lee agrees, as we covered. Not to mention some of the most prominent traders, and that they've been historically accurate, have shared their bullish sentiment over the recent weeks. Case in point, Smart Contractor, who famously called the $3,200 Bitcoin bottom for 2018 literally months before it took place, said that there was a high likelihood of Bitcoin breaking $14,000 by the middle of 2020, likely around or just after the time of the block reward reduction in May of 2020. Not everyone's convinced, though. While there are these signs, not everyone's convinced that Bitcoin will continue higher from here. Bitfinex's top publicly known trader, Joe E. 007, recently said the market trends are formed by supply and demand imbalances and backed by fiat in and out flows. He continued in a later tweet, "I believe it when I see the fiat inflows," suggesting he isn't seeing the market data to back Bitcoin's 50% rally from the $6,400 bottom in the past 50 odd days. He affirmed the sentiment further down in the same Twitter thread, noting that Tether's flatlining market cap is hard to explain from a position that we're in the middle of a new bull market, and that Grayscale's inflow data doesn't convince him there's enough demand to absorb the mined supply. What are your thoughts? I tend to agree with this CEO as well as Tom Lee that we will reach new all-time highs before the end of the year. Drop me a comment if you agree or disagree right down below. The current crypto market cap is sitting at $265 billion, so it's been climbing, and $114 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and the current Bitcoin dominance is 64.6% according to CoinMarketCap, so it has taken another step back as alts have been doing some surging, which is pretty cool to see. So here are the top cryptocurrencies. We're going to talk about gainers first. Let's take a look. Lisk is up a whopping 22%. Go Lisk, trading at $1.35. Centrality up almost 20%, trading at 8.7 cents. Kick token up 14%, trading at 0.0001. Hedera is up 13%, trading at almost 2 cents. Neem is up 11%, trading at 5 cents. And Bitcoin Cash up almost 11%, trading at $420. And as we scroll down, taking a look at all these gainers, you can see most of the market, most of the top cryptos are in the green. And this is great to see. Could a possible, alt rally be amongst us? Could we be at the cusp of it right now? What are your thoughts? Drop me a comment right down below. And let's take a look at the top losers in the past 24 hours. We got Icon down 15%, trading at 43 cents. MadeSafe Coin down almost 9%, trading at 10 cents. Molecular Future down 7%, trading at $1.12. Ardor down almost 3%, trading at 5 cents. Ion down 2.7%, trading at 12.5 cents. And DX Chain Token down 2%, trading at 0.001. And as we continue scrolling down, you can see there's not many cryptos in the red right now. And checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see it's clear that the bulls are back in control, leading with 234 million in superiority in the past 24 hours, with longs leading 54.6% versus 45.3% shorts. Are you bullish or bearish on Bitcoin right now? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're currently rated a 53, which is neutral. Yesterday we were a 56 in greed, and last week a 57 in greed, and last month we were rated a 44 in fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. And I want to encourage you to check out the community section here of my YouTube channel by clicking on the community tab. This way you can interact in my most recent polls, which I put March 1st, 2020. What do you think the Bitcoin price will be? And 37% of you put between $12,000 and $13,000 plus. I hope you're correct. And prior to that, I asked, what's your most bullish crypto for 2020? And 56% of you put Bitcoin over Ethereum, Chainlink, XRP, and BNB. And another one I asked, who do you think the real Satoshi Nakamoto is? And most of you put, well, 36%. Who the hell knows? And prior to that, I asked, in which year will Bitcoin hit six figures? And 42% of you put 2021, which is my personal prediction as well. Then previous to that, I asked February 1st, 2020, what will the Bitcoin price be? And I asked this about a week before we hit February 1st, and 35% of you put between $9,000 and $10,000, which is 100% accurate. So I'm going to give you some love. Accept it. And yeah, so whenever I do a poll, I would love to see your interaction and vote. And also, please cast a comment right down below. You know what I mean? And I also want to encourage you to check out the description right below this video and all of my videos for a detailed description of what's going on. And I also include some awesome resources for you to tap into, including my blog for my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com, where you can download my latest episodes. Also, we're on all major podcasting platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, and TuneIn. So wherever you're active, please subscribe to the show. Help support this crypto movement. I truly appreciate it. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter so you don't miss out on the latest news. And I do have a private crypto Facebook group, now 17,000 strong, where you can interact with fellow cryptopreneurs. All you need to do is click the link and request to join, and I will add you. And I also have a private crypto Telegram chat, which I am very active in, and I'd love for you to be a part of. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this Bitcoin rocket ship heading straight to the moon. If you got value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and click that bell icon to receive notifications of the latest premium crypto news. And real quick before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM, other people's money, to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, smash the link right below the video in the description. And I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.